What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, late night live. Thanks for tuning in. So, tragic, terrible freaking news. This actually just broke about maybe 2 hours ago. This actually happened on Friday. 5 members of the U.S. Army Special Operations were killed in a training accident late Friday evening. Their helicopter had a mishap, causing it to crash into the Mediterranean Sea. So again, they waited till now to tell everyone. They have not identified any of the soldiers, but again, it's a terrible thing because what they were doing was just a training mission. They were doing a refueling training mission when the aircraft crashed off the coast of Cyprus. And I'll put a map up here so you can kind of get the layout of the land. So, Army representatives confirmed that the victims were all special operations soldiers and that search and rescue efforts continued until Saturday before being called off. European Command said on Saturday that the cause of the MH-60 helicopter failure is under investigation, but there are no indications that it was hostile activity. And so, if you didn't know this or not, but the Pentagon has quietly dispatched Cyprus commando teams from the Joint Special Operations Command, including Army's Delta Force and also Navy SEAL Team 6 or DevGru to stand by in case they are needed to help evacuate American citizens from the region. And obviously these guys, especially Delta or CAG, whatever you want to call them, are trained in hostage rescue operations. They have units that are dedicated to that. And so having them pre-position, putting them in harm's way. Joe Biden has been putting all of our troops in harm's way, wanting to warmonger, get us involved in World War III. And so, so now we have guys doing training missions that die. Now, that's not something uncommon. I've had friends that have died in training, and literally I've seen friends of mine die in training. It happens. When you're in the military, you're living the warrior lifestyle and preparing for the worst. Training gets serious, and sometimes that's happened. So it's always terrible, and it really hurts bad when someone dies in training. Unlike combat, where you don't expect to die in training. So we have about a dozen American hostages that were seized by Hamas. And let me tell you something, that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Joe Biden. Because let me tell you something, do you think in any possibility that during Trump that Hamas or anybody would have tried anything like this, right? Under this weak administration that's only worried about social justice, Marxist ideologies, and getting votes and securing votes for the next election cycle. They don't care about American lives. They don't care about putting your kids at risk. They don't care about putting you and I at risk and our soldiers and sailors, Marines, and airmen at risk either. They pulled out of Afghanistan, got Marines killed. It's just a weak administration and constantly showing any kind of regard for our armed forces. And they say they have, Biden says he has no, and he's not indicated that they're planning on putting any American boots on the ground, but we know that's not true. We know that's what they want. They want to get us in some kind of conflict because they can fund the military industrial complex with taxpayer dollars and get their riches from their stock options. So, Israel's in Gaza conducting ground operations, and we keep having these rogue groups from Iran attacking U.S. military forward bases. But going back to these soldiers here, the helicopter crew members were Army's elite 160 Special Operations Aviation Regiment, also known as 160th SOAR or Night Stalkers. These are some of the most highly trained helicopter pilots. They fly night vision and carry commandos in and out. Sometimes CIA, sometimes SEAL Team 6, DevGru. So I'm guessing from what I'm gathering, they have not officially said it, but these guys are CAG or Delta Force guys that were killed, the commandos that were killed. Tragic. These guys are very highly trained, tons of tax dollars spent to train these guys, and just to like lose them because of this junk, getting us involved in some junk that's not our own, and getting these boys killed. They're probably, you know, husbands, fathers, and now they don't exist anymore because of Joe Biden. I mean, I'm pissed off, especially coming out of freaking Marine Corps birthday and Veterans Day, and this happening during that weekend, and time again, and yet no military generals, anybody in Joint Chiefs Staff will stand up to the Biden administration. They go along with it. So again, none of the leadership have any type of regard for our armed forces, our soldiers. You know, so going back to the story, so I keep going off on tangents because I'm upset because men losing their lives in some kind of freaking training mission that they wouldn't have had to done if we had not put our nose in other people's business. So their headquarters is in Germany. Apparently this was some routine air refueling mission when the so-called quote unquote mishap occurred. The helicopter went down near the island nation of Cyprus in the eastern part of the Mediterranean. And again, it goes on to say that the special operations team was recently deployed to the region to be in place if needed to help evacuate American citizens from the region amid the unfolding Israel-Hamas war. So again, putting them in a place they didn't need to be because we're putting our nose in other people's business. Now, I'm all for going to go get the Americans out. Like, why the hell we still got Americans captured by terrorist groups is beyond me. And this is what I keep going back to. I've said this time and time again. Why, growing up, you probably thought the same, that as an American, if I get captured by someone's coming to save me. That's what you think. They'll let terrorists behead you on freaking Al Jazeera. They'll be fine with that. So again, they have not said who these guys were publicly yet. You know, and you always go along with, you know, the various conspiracy theories after that. What these guys know, who were the, you know, were they opposed to some things? We've heard oddities like this before. That's speculation. There's no proof of that, but we've heard things like this before with our guys, right? With our special operations guys. They may have not. They went against the grain. Maybe they didn't take a hokey pokey. Maybe they knew something. Maybe they knew too much. I just think of something like this, like a routine refueling mission, and you pass away. Why do they have Delta on the aircraft? You know, they're saying Delta or SEAL-76. I'm guessing Delta. Why do they have those guys on the aircraft when they were doing a refueling mission? Was that really necessary? Like, why are you putting more people at risk than necessary? But apparently they haven't not even notified the family members yet. Why they're waiting for that is beyond me either. They got to cover up freaking loose ends or something. I don't know. I wanted to break this. It's tragic, guys, coming in again from Veterans Day. And I hope all you veterans out there, I hate to, you know, break this to you and spoil it, but hopefully you guys did have a good Veterans Day. And hopefully none of my watchers, this is somebody that you know that was involved in this. And obviously my prayers goes out to these patriots and their families, loved ones, friends, their teammates, that they will be missed, and a nation that is very thankful for their service, and very sad that they were put in the position to lose their life, you know, for something that's not, you know, you want to say a worthy cause. I mean, them serving is a worthy cause in and of itself, and anyone losing their life for doing something selfless, even if it is a training mission, very noble and very honorable, and that's the type of America or Americans that make America great, that makes it what it is. People that want to put their life at risk for us. You know, and if you don't know, a while back I did a video where Joe Biden actually doxed a whole team of Delta guys by posting their picture, a little PR stunt where they posted a picture with the guys showing their faces, their tattoos, and these sort of things. This is a big no-no. You know, who knows? Might have been those. You never know. You just never know anymore. I don't trust anything with the government. I don't trust anything they say they do. You know, it's beyond me. And if you look back at what we thought probably 7, 9, 10 years ago, will we be saying these things or believing these things? Some people may have, but not by and large. Not by and large. Things have went extremely downhill. And it's always comical to me when people are like, you know, oh, this is paranoia. Look around. Look around. You know, the Afghan withdrawal getting, you know, the Marines killed there. I mean, troops are getting just killed and slaughtered for no reason at all. But anyhow, guys, I wanted to share this with you. Sorry to have such a sad, tragic story for Late Night Live, but I want to share that. I'm going to end it on that. I don't want to really cover anything else because let's honor these guys. Say prayers for these folks' family, the members, their loved ones. Maybe they have kids, wives, things that are people that are being left behind, their teammates, obviously, and anyone affected by it. So anyhow, guys, hope you guys did have a great Veterans Day, Marine Corps birthday weekend, and leave a comment and stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Take care.